Hello everyone. This video is a continuation of the previous video titled Understanding the Concept of Diaspora. In this video, I'll try to explain how homeland is intrinsic to the concept of diaspora. Let me begin by listing the characteristics of a diaspora as formulated by two important scholars of diaspora, namely William Safran and Robin Cohen. William Safran, in his article Diasporas in Modern Societies, Myths of Homeland and Return, gives six salient features of diaspora. 1. They or their ancestors have been dispersed from a specific original center to two or more peripheral or foreign regions. 2. They retain a collective memory, vision, or myth about the original homeland, its physical location, history, and achievements. They believe that they are not and perhaps cannot be fully accepted by their host society and therefore feel partly alienated and insulated from it. 4. They regard their ancestral homeland as their true ideal home and as the place to which they or their descendants would or should eventually return when conditions are appropriate. 5. They believe that they should collectively be committed to the maintenance or restoration of their original homeland and to its safety and prosperity. And 6. They continue to relate personally or vicariously to that homeland in one way or another, and their ethno communal consciousness and solidarity are importantly defined by the existence of such a relationship. This illustrates that homeland is embedded in Safran's model of diaspora. According to Safran, it is the homeland that evokes an ethno-communal consciousness in the diaspora community. Robin Cohen, in his Global Diasporas, adding on to the characteristics of diaspora given by Safran, puts forward 9 common features of diaspora. 1. Dispersal from an original homeland, often traumatically to two or more foreign regions. 2. Alternatively, the expansion from a homeland in search of work, in pursuit of trade, or to further colonial ambitions. 3. A collective memory and myth about the homeland, including its location, history, and achievements. 4. An idealization of the putative ancestral home and a collective commitment to its maintenance, restoration, safety, and prosperity, even to its creation. 5. The development of a return movement which gains collective approbation. 6. A strong ethnic group consciousness sustained over a long time and based on a sense of distinctiveness, a common history, and the belief in a common fate. 7. A troubled relationship with host societies, suggesting a lack of acceptance at the least or the possibility that another calamity might befall the group. 8. A sense of empathy and solidarity with co-ethnic members in other countries of settlement. And finally, 9. The possibility of a distinctive yet creative and enriching life in host countries with a tolerance for pluralism. It is evident from the characteristics given by Safran and Cohen that the diaspora that for the diaspora, a homeland has a complex significance. It forms a subtext to the definition of diaspora. Where is my homeland? This is a question that seems to constantly haunt the mind of the diaspora. For the diaspora, the homeland remains not just as a physical space, but it has a psychological dimension as well. I would like to conclude the video by stating that homeland for a diaspora is more of an idealized mental space which they constantly yearns to reclaim. Such homelands are called imaginary homelands by Salman Rushdie, as the perception of homeland may vary from person to person and above all differ from reality. In my next video, I will be talking about the sense of displacement and dislocation associated with the concept of diaspora. Thank you.